In a culture in which the secular media wants to remove God from everything, a humble Catholic media ministry endeavors to do the opposite, to make Jesus Christ more known and more loved by more people through media.
Sports Time, here's Jim.
Thank you, Larry and Lori. Hey, we had high hopes the NFL owners and players would reach an agreement this week.
It began 10 years ago when a former television sportscaster sat down to write and publish a Catholic novel about the theology of the body. And soon, 20,000 copies were distributed to inspire America's youth. Mater Media grew rapidly as a unique, not-for-profit publisher of Catholic books, 18 current titles, fiction, nonfiction, poetry, memoirs, written by well-known priests, first-time authors, and holy poets. 125,000 copies in print and growing. Expanding into digital recordings, a Holy Rosary CD and download was produced featuring the angelic voices of the children of the St. Austin School. 43 Catholic radio stations play the CD to lead their listeners in prayer. Then came videos, reflections on the 20 mysteries of the Rosary, evangelizing the world through YouTube. Then, music. Partnering with the Love Good movement in Nashville, Mater Media produced and hosted numerous home concerts featuring bright young Catholic musicians working to develop their talents and share their gifts. Shifting genres, Mater Media now sponsors concerts by the extraordinary contemporary classical composer and pianist Eric Genis and his world-class musicians who take their talents into the darkest places, the world's prisons, to provide hope and healing for the incarcerated. Then, Mother Mary's Apostolate expanded to promote inspirational Hollywood productions. Catch, the short film written and directed by David Henry, inspires men to be dedicated fathers to their sons. The award-winning short film Crescendo reveals how one of the most famous figures in history, Beethoven, was saved from an abortion. Moving into full-length movies, Mater Media sponsored a screening and promoted the emotion-filled World War II-era film Little Boy, produced by Leo Severino and Metanoia Films. To inspire and entertain teens, Mater Media screened and promoted the Netflix hit comedy This Is the Year. To promote the release of the powerful pro-life movie Unplanned, Mater Media raised $62,000, bought and distributed 6,000 tickets for opening weekend, and helped St. Louis lead the nation in attendance. Only God knows how many lives were saved and changed. And then, Sound of Freedom. Beginning in 2021, Mater Media was involved with a screening in Napa, another in Chicago, and 4 more in St. Louis, in a determined effort to raise funds. To support the release, a Mater Media board member bought out 3 screens, and Mater Media's founder appeared on 4 radio stations and a U.S. Grace Force podcast. To address a critical need and to counter the cultural attacks on marriage and the family, Mater Media most recently developed the Celebrate Catholic Marriage Experience. Couples are guided and encouraged by Mater Media's Celebrate Catholic Marriage Experience workbook, novels, brochures, and videos to fortify and energize their marriages. After a vibrant first decade, Mary, the Mother of Media, has graced and positioned this mission for continued success. But as a not-for-profit, Mater Media depends upon tax-deductible donations to catapult evangelization beyond the pulpit, beyond the classroom, using media to transform lifestyle and culture. Soon, Mater Media will lead promotion of Cabrini, the most influential movie ever made about a saint, the extraordinary pioneer of the rights of women, the poor, and immigrants, who established hospitals, orphanages, and schools, whose impact continues today. Cabrini begins in theaters on March 8th, but Mater Media's work will commence soon to ensure that huge audiences see this film. Later, Mater Media will promote the first major motion picture shot in St. Louis in over a decade, the emotional story of John O'Leary, a movie packed with medical miracles, romance, faith, and family. A film with the potential to inspire millions upon its release in late 2024. Through donor support, Mater Media will bring the Celebrate Catholic Marriage experience to parishes across the nation, an experience that begins with a one-night event filled with joy and laughter in parishes and continues with 7 directed steps in which married couples are led to examine their marriages, identify issues, and grow closer together through improved communication, new shared experiences, deeper understanding, and prayer, joyfully living the teachings of Jesus and His Church. And to further help married couples, Mater Media is launching a weekly podcast entitled Marriage, Let's Talk, featuring Father Rosie Rosebrough in conversation with couples from around the country. And true to its roots, Mater Media will continue to provide editing, design, and coaching to turn first-time Catholic authors into powerful evangelizers. The time to support Mother Mary's Holy Apostolate is now. Tax-deductible donations are essential to reach more souls. Mater Media, making Jesus Christ more known and more loved by more people through strategically crafted media. Transforming culture, empowering evangelizers, fortifying marriage. Mater Media.